Hi everyone, I'm Frida and I'm back with another video. In this video I'm going to show you how I made this black cat Cloisonne enamel pendant for Halloween. But first I would like to say thank you for my patrons for the support. First, as always, I cut out the shape. I'm working with copper. I domed it to prevent warping. I put that aside and I started to fold my Cloisonne wires. I'm using fine silver. I made my Cloisonne wires previously. I rolled them in my rolling mill. They are made out of round wires. I fold them to follow my design. I'm using pliers and tweezers. You can see me putting the wires on a tape. I store them there until I'm ready to put them on the surface of the pendant. Cloisonne is an ancient technique decorating metalwork objects. Cloisonne is a French word. It means the cells between the wires. The purpose of these wires I'm forming now to separate the colors. I'm going to fill out between these wires with colorful enamel. I'm almost done with the wires here, and after that I'm going to get back to finish preparing the base. I'm sifting the counter enamel here and I fired it off camera. Since I'm working with copper, I had to pickle it before I started to sift the clear fuse. When I was done covering the front, I fired it with my torch. You can see that the oxides dissolved in the clear fuse. The surface is nice and pink, so you can work with that. I decided that I wanted to give the pendant brighter colors a little bit, so I covered the surface with silver foil. I just nicely wrapped the foil around the edges. I fired it in my kiln off camera. When it cooled, I sifted the front again with clear force silver and I fired it. After the base was prepared, I was ready to place the Cloisonne wires on the surface. I'm using glue to hold the wires in place until the next firing. When I was ready with that, I fired the pendant in my kiln. The wires got stuck in the base coat. They're not moving anymore, so I can apply the colors. This pendant was inspired by the film of Miyazaki, Kiki's Delivery Service. Kiki is a young witch who has a talking cat named Gigi. This cat is supposed to be Kiki's cat, but my daughter said that it doesn't resemble him that much. If you've seen that movie, let me know what you think. If you haven't, watch it because it's such a charming, cute movie. That's my favorite of Miyazaki's work. Enamel is basically powdered glass, and I use water so the particles won't fly away when I fill them in between these cells. I waited the enamel to dry and I fired it in my kiln on 1400 Fahrenheit for 2 minutes. When it cooled, I started to apply the second layer. We need to do that because enamel shrinks during firing. I'm going to share all the materials and colors I used for this pendant on my Patreon. Since I'm making a cat today, I wanted to share with you a cute story. We live outside of town in the wilderness in Arizona. One day, this cute cat shows up. Poor guy was very skittish, but it was used to humans because he let us pet him and feed him as well. At the beginning, he was coming around every night for food and he was hiding during the day. He is here for about 2 months now, and just now he starts to be comfortable enough to appear during the day. We found room for him in our storage building, so I hope he settles in there because there are lots of coyotes overnight going around and howling, and I'm really scared that he's going to be eaten. I'm going to share a little footage of him I took this morning, so if you stay until the end, you can see him. He is a really cute cat. Let's get back to the enameling. I'm almost done with the second coat here, and sometimes 2 coats are enough, but most of the time I apply 1 more coat. When the enamel was dry, I fired it in my kiln off camera and I applied the third layer off camera also. Here I'm doing the sanding where I make the surface smooth and expose the wires. Enamel loses its shine during the sanding, so I fired it in my kiln to get the shine back. I made a setting, I put it in, and this is how it turned out. It's a nice little cartoonish cat and I think I captured the Halloween mood with it. If you like my work, please consider supporting me on Patreon so I can make more interesting videos in the future. The link is going to be in the description. You can also show your support with subscribing to my channel, liking and sharing my videos and also commenting on them. Thank you so much for watching guys and happy Halloween if you celebrate. See you in the next one. Bye!